Hello everybody, my name is Bunny and welcome to a new series. So let's get to it. So this is a new series that I'm gonna be calling the Nomad playthrough. And I'm playing this time a modded version of Minecraft with the mod Dungeons and Taverns, which adds to the game a bunch of new structures to go and explore. We're going to play the game in hardcore as we usually do, and we're just gonna jump right in and see what the game throws at us. And as we start playing, I'm gonna explain the rules for this playthrough. Okay. Where are we? Are we in an island? No, it seems so. Okay. The world is loading. I just need to be a bit more patient. Okay, cool. So, like the name says, the Nomad playthrough is going to be a playthrough that is going to be quite different from my other playthrough in this channel, which is Minecore Hardcraft or Surviving Hardcore, because here the main goal of the game is going to move, to walk. We're never going to settle down. We're going to be constantly walking in a particular direction. And first and foremost, we need to determine this direction. So I'm going to jump out of the game for a sec, and we're going to figure out in which direction we're going to be walking. Okay, so I've created this little wheel with all the 4 cardinal directions, and I'm just going to spin it to see where we're going to go in this playthrough. We are going south! Woohoo! Awesome. Okay, let's jump back into the game and I'll continue explaining. Okay, so let's first look at our directions to make sure that we are going... Oh, I was looking south already. Silly me. Okay, so let me just start walking and maybe being a little bit more careful, and let's get into what this playthrough is going to be about. So, as I just said, the objective is going to be constantly moving. We're never going to stay in one spot. We are always going to go due south, and this is going to be a very exploration heavy playthrough because everything that we're going to do, we're going to be leaving behind constantly. Because this is a modded version of the game, there is more structures and places for us to go explore. So that's going to be really cool to discover all the new structures that this mod has included into the game. There is places called taverns, which is where we're going to be getting the maps to find all the new dungeons, as the mod name says. Besides that, a few other rules, why did I do that, is that I am only allowed to walk. So no horse, no donkey riding, no elytra, and I am going to allow myself to ride a boat if we ever get to an ocean, and it's very far, so it's gonna take us forever to cross it. But that's the only exception to the rule. I'm just gonna start making myself my first tools. So just the wooden pickaxe. Do not make any other wooden tools. They're completely unnecessary. And we're gonna keep walking. The only thing that I think I'm allowed to get is that if we find any llamas, and I have a lead, obviously, I am allowed to have 1 or 2 llamas to carry excess inventory. But otherwise, that's it. I just carry what I have with me. And I'm gonna have to obviously leave a lot of things behind in this playthrough, but that's kind of the point. And at the end of each episode, the thing I'm thinking I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be building some sort of monolith or some sort of, structure to kind of represent what we did this episode. And it's going to be a structure that we're going to leave behind, never to find again, just for somebody in the mythos of this universe to find it and wonder, who was this explorer that left all this stuff behind? We've gotten ourselves a basic set of stone tools, so now we're a bit better equipped for this adventure. Immediately a huge ravine that we should not try to kill ourselves with jumping into. As always, this is a hardcore playthrough, so better be careful. I am going to take advantage of this little bit of coal here. Two things are very important at this juncture in the game. One is to get myself a bed. I've been thinking about it, whether or not I'm allowed to pick up the bed and carry it with me. And I figured, yes, we're gonna pretend that the bed is more of a sleeping bag. So I'm allowed to carry the bed with me in my inventory, just as one would do a sleeping bag. But otherwise, I'm not gonna be building any houses or anything like that. Oh, there were sheep there, but I already moved past them. So hopefully there'll be sheep wherever we're going next. But it is a pretty good space to start, I think, because it has quite all this stone, exposed stone can be a great place to find a few of the resources that might be very useful at the beginning of the game. So coal, stone, and if we're lucky, maybe some iron. I'm gonna do something that you should never do, but I'm just gonna pick up this emerald like... Oh no! I'm an idiot. Of course you cannot pick emeralds with a stone pickaxe. You need iron pickaxe for that. Never mind that. I'm a stupid person. Okay, I think that's good enough. There's no iron. I'm a bit disappointed. There's a lot of copper, but no iron. Oh, there's more emeralds that I'm not picking up. Ooh, a swamp. Immediately a swamp. And then over there it seems to be a bit of a savanna. Interesting. I'm just gonna swim across this little river. And here are a few animals. Okay, we're not getting Mama Piggy because she has a baby with her. But I think I'm gonna have to sacrifice a few sheep to get myself a bed. Obviously, when you kill the sheep instead of shearing them, you tend to only get one piece of wool, which sucks. Okay, I'm sorry, Mrs. Cow. Aye, we have enough though to make ourselves a bed, and I'm also gonna grab one flower so we can dye the bed. And let's continue onwards and forwards. Wow. Lots of dramatic stone. I do... Oh, yeah. Okay, is this gonna be our first fight? Sure. Okay, we killed our first zombie. Yay. Didn't take any damage. I don't have any food, I mean cooked food at the moment, so I do need to be careful to not take massive amounts of damage that I can't really heal from. Oh, the swamp continues this way. Interesting. Okay, let's go very carefully down. I'm gonna... Oh, what is that? Okay. We seem to have encountered one of our first structures. Something there with wool. Very colorful. Let's go see what it is. Hopefully it's nothing dangerous. I don't know. There's some deep slate, like a wall there. What is this? Wow, what is this? Well, somebody left a chest for me. Okay, sure. I'll have that. Everything... Ooh! Okay, wait. What is that? That looks like an animal, doesn't it? Wait. Is this like a fox? Like a fox sculpture? That is the most... Oh my god! Look at all these structures! Okay, I need to go down carefully. Okay, that was careful. This seems to be like a market. How did they do that? That rose is like crossing. Oh, I just broke it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my curiosity. I just broke it. I'm just gonna put that back there. Okay, I would have needed to kill all the sheep Because there's quite a bit of wool here to be gotten, but there doesn't seem to be anyone. Is this like an abandoned village? Because this seems pretty destroyed, you know, like the walls are not complete. And what is this? Okay, we are starting to see a bit of suspicious gravel, which seems to indicate to me that this is indeed an abandoned village. This is kind of the version of an abandoned village, but for this game. Look at that windmill. Gorge. Okay. Which means that we do need... Okay, that seems to be... Well, our first adventure is going to be to kind of discover the secrets of this abandoned... Oh my god, look at that. What is that? There's so many things. There's a village there. Think with that castle there. Okay, we're not gonna go do that today. Oh, and there's a... Oh my goodness, there's llamas here. Okay, this is so perfect. It's too perfect. We need to focus. We're going to need... if we're gonna be doing this one first, I need to go get myself a bit of feathers so that I can make a brush so that we can explore what there is in the suspicious gravel. And I do see that there's a few chickens here in the swamp. I'm gonna go really quickly check the chickies. I'm so excited. I just want to go see what that other castle is, but one thing at a time, right? Okay, and night is falling upon us, so we are going to go back to our abandoned city, set ourselves up for the night, and then in the morning we are going to go get some copper, because the recipe for the brush is copper, sticks, and a feather. Ah, but there's copper right there. That's perfect. So I'm just gonna make my bed. I'm gonna make it light gray, just so it's not a boring white bed. And let's sleep our first night. I'm gonna go get some copper, and also we're going to need at least 2 more pieces of cobblestone to make ourselves a furnace to smelt the copper, because otherwise we just have raw copper. So cool that there's llamas, but the one obviously big caveat is that if I don't have a lead, I can't really take the llamas with me. So we could cross our fingers for a wandering trader to show up, the wandering trader, and trade us, well, not trade us, we could just acquire the leads from his llamas. But I don't know. Instead of smelting the copper, I'm gonna smelt a bit of food. And, oh, we do have I did get a shovel. So let's get rid... Okay, that looks sus. Let's see what we get. No! No, that is so perfect. The first thing we get is a lead. Okay, let's go tame the llama. Come on, let's go. Where was it? Miss Llama! No, that's not a llama. That's just stone. It was right here. But here we go. Okay, I'm gonna empty a inventory so I can sit on it. Oh my god, I look so forward to go checking out that thing there. But we one thing at a time. Come on, be my friend. Woohoo! Cool. So now we have a llama. This is amazing. Look at that. We have somewhere to carry our stuff. Yes, I know. Ew, right? Where did I leave my chest? Not my chest. My crafting table. I'm gonna make a chest. This is adorable. Okay, how do I access your inventory? There. Okay, it only has 3 inventory slots. It's not like amazing, but you know, it's more than 0. I'm gonna make a little place to put our llama. Obviously, we're going to need a bit of a fence situation so it can stay there. Okay, you stay put. And we need to make it a little carpet as well. That's another thing we do need to do. I'm gonna take some of the food. Okay, we're also gonna need to make a double chest because we might start getting stuff that we don't really want. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna bury the chest. It's gonna be like a treasure that I'm leaving behind for somebody else. And we're gonna continue exploring the abandoned city, see what we can find. Oh, here goes some yellow wool. If we find another piece, we can make a little carpet for our llama. And now that we have one llama on a lead, I think we can get more llamas and they're just gonna follow each other. Ooh, look at that. Coal. And yet another stone hoe. I don't know if I'm gonna have any need for so many stone hoes, but I'm just gonna turn them into one complete stone hoe. This one is looking like suspicious gravel. Okay, some wood. It's never bad. Here's a bit more. Just an empty water bottle. Let's continue, see if there's anything here. No, this one doesn't seem to have any gravel. There's something up there. This is pretty complete. Here's another llama. We could try to get that one too. Ooh, red wool. What is this? Blue dye. A hanging sign. Cool. There's another piece of suspicious gravel here. Ooh, a decorated pot fragment. Something that would be really cool is to find a name tag, but obviously I don't have any way of putting a name on the name tag at the moment because I have 0 iron. Definitely do not have enough iron to make an anvil. But it's definitely one of the first things we're going to do once we get an anvil is name our friend. Ooh, emeralds. Awesome. And some gold. And I have enough to make a little carpet for our llama friend over here. Ooh, now you oh, they look so cute. And I think we could get this one. Let's try to make it our friend as well. Since they're gonna follow each other once we start a little train. Man, you are spicy. Hard to please. Eh, now we're friends. More yellow wool. Red dye. Well, with that we could turn this yellow wool into red wool, and then we can make red carpet. And then we could use the red carpet to turn our second llama friend into a red llama friend. Ta-da! You are so cute. I love that. Oh my goodness. You boys are very cute. Very fashion. What do llamas eat? Do they eat just wheat? Or do they eat the hay bales? Ooh, look at that! I don't know what I want the string for, but I'm taking the string. I'm gonna leave the seeds because I don't think we're gonna be doing a lot of agriculture here. We're gonna be more hunter-gatherer types than fully agriculturing in this playthrough, so that might not really be our objective. There's another piece of suspicious stew. It's not stew, but it's just funny to say suspicious stew. Oh, more chests. Candles. Ink sacks. Okay, I don't know why I want an ink sack for. And an efficiency 1 enchanted book that I cannot use because I do not have an anvil. Plus, would I want to put efficiency 1 on a stone pickaxe? I want to be very careful and not break a single one of this. What's this? A bone. There's bones in the chocolate. Do you know what that is? If you know what that bones in the chocolate is, we are best friends. Let's see if we get a chicken. No, no chicken. Oh, there's a staircase. It doesn't lead anywhere. There's a lot of suspicious gravel here. But I'm getting quite full of stuff. There was a chest, right? Or did I imagine it? I think I imagined it. Those are just normal seeds. Yellow dye. We need to go to sleep soon. White dye. Well, great place for dye, that's for sure. Oh, there is a chest. Look at that. I do hear stuff behind me. I hope it's not a skeleton. I'm gonna take the feathers, but I'm gonna leave the dyes. Like, I don't really know what to do with them. And the glass bottles. Projectile protection 1. Okay. We could put those in the llamas. I just want to finish this spot and then I'm gonna go to sleep. I promise. Okay. I guess that was the call. To go sleep. Okay. Let's put the books. You can carry the books. I don't think you need to carry carpet. That is not that important. We have precious few spots, so we must use them cleverly. Okay, here's a pile of suspicious... A book. Just empty though. Cool. Could be something to exchange with librarians later on. A carrot. This one's suspicious. Another decorated pot. I like the use of coarse dirt to kind of mark which dirt is that has been, like, you know, the one that you have to remove to get to the real structure, kind of. Here's where we were. Another decorated pot. Forge. Look at that. They had a little table. What a cute little house. And here's like the dining table, maybe. Okay, let's continue. Maybe this was a house at some point, but now there's just a wall left. Oh, here's like quite a bit of a house, like the roof's still intact. Let's make our way carefully. This is like a major like archaeological area. I really like it. That is like, first of all, that it's like above ground. I find that to be kind of cool. Okay, maybe here was where their librarian worked. Ooh, we got our first piece of iron. Mushrooms and a bowl. I can leave those there. It's a really pretty area too, with all the flowers. So really, really cute. Like with that view, the lake. If I were to establish myself somewhere, maybe this would be the place. But we're not. There we go. Oh, more emeralds. I don't mind if I do. And the gold, always good. Things that we can exchange later on. Here there seems to be more ruins. Another water bottle. Another book. More feathers. I put, oh, a lot of books. By now we have 5 books. Not bad at all. No! That's not... I should have put a block underneath it. No, I broke one. I didn't think about it. Okay. Maybe it was something super amazing. We'll never know. Yes, this one is suspicious. Some nice green dye. What is that? Oh, that's not bad. I'm just gonna make them into one. Some glass. Another sword. Not bad at all. No, we broke another one. Rats. Ooh, we have 7 pieces of emeralds. That's great. Because that's one of the things that I'm a bit worried. It's gonna be hard to have like a good source of things to exchange with villagers, particularly in the taverns where we're gonna need to exchange for maps. Because I'm not gonna have a place where I'm gonna settle down and produce things that could be useful to exchange with villagers. So the only thing I can do is kind of grab things as I go and hopefully it's enough. But it could be that it is not. What? Where you come from? Come on, drop the shovel. Ugh, didn't drop the iron shovel. That's better than what we have. My brush is about to break. Ooh, another lead. That's a keeper. Found so many books. It's like the history of the people who lived here before. Okay, candles, paper. Okay, this was so awesome. A great way to get a few beginning resources. I mean, the lead for sure is going to be of great use. Because that way I can carry my llamas with me. But I think we've explored most of these structures, right? I have a feeling that we have. I'm just going to take a quick look around. Make sure I haven't forgotten anything. But if I haven't, I think we do need to walk a little bit more today. Because otherwise we stay pretty stationary. And I think I need to like establish sort of minimum amount of walking that must be completed per episode. So I actually make some progress. And it's just like, I'm not allowed to stay in one spot for too long. Right now we spent a few nights here. Obviously because there's some good material to be had. But, should make a habit of it. Of staying put so long. Yeah, I think we have finished this area. We have discovered, I think, all its secrets. I see one piece of suspicious gravel right there. I'm just gonna get that. Another carrot. I think we have discovered the secrets of this abandoned town. They liked books and foxes, apparently. They worship the fox. Even though we're nowhere near where foxes would appear. But maybe that's why they liked foxes so much. And they left some really good stuff for us to discover and cherish. Okay, let's make our way down. Okay, so now comes the moment where we have to decide what things we are carrying with us. Then there are some things that we're gonna have to leave behind, I think. Okay, so we need our crafting table, that's for sure. We do need to get ourselves more food. Right now, food is on short amount. Okay, so I have 3 leads now. I got a lot of leads. So if I do this, yeah, the other one follows. Oh, okay, perfect. So let me just check that we're going. The south is that way. Oh, does that mean that we're not gonna go by the castle? Oh no, that's so sad. Okay, but such is the game. The castle is on the side, it's not south, and we're supposed to go this way. This is east. Oh no, but I bet we'll find other cool stuff. But I think I need to follow my own rules, and the castle is not on the way. Oh, okay. We're gonna take a little detour. I'm gonna allow myself a little detour this way because this is a tavern, I am pretty sure. And it is probably where I wanna finish today's playthrough, because it is kind of the spot, the kind of places that we need to find, as it is going to be where we can get kind of progress in our adventure. And I also want to show you guys how the taverns look. So as weary travelers in our adventures, we're gonna take a little break at the tavern and replenish our spirits. And also, maybe, we'll see how much money we need to acquire the stuffs. Could be also a good chance to cook our food. Yes! We've made it to safe haven. Lots of carrots there. I'm gonna tie my llamas here to one of the posts. And I think you're gonna stay with her because you guys are friends. And let's go check out the tavern. So there is a butcher in the tavern. There's just food in here. There's a bunch of bedrooms, so the taverns are also a great place to spend the night if you need somewhere to sleep. But then if you go to the second floor, here is where you're gonna find a cartographer. And this is a special cartographer because they're going to sell you the special stuff. But right now I don't have either. I have 7 emeralds, but I don't know I want to spend them for an item frame. What else does he want? He wants paper. That could be a good thing to like try to get as much sugarcane when we see. So we can exchange paper with them and get stuff. They're already up at expert level, but we need to get them 1 level to journeyman, I think, so we can get the maps for the dungeons. So probably what I'm gonna do in between episodes is try to kind of look around this area and collect some paper. So I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna stay put around the tavern and make sure that we can exchange with this cartographer so that we can start next episode with our first proper dungeon. I think that would be cool. But now we've made it to the end of the episode, and as I said, we need to kind of finish the episodes building something that will remind us of what we just did. Maybe this plane is a nice, a nice flat area we could build our first little monolith. And I was thinking, because this one's the first one, we're gonna build something kind of simple, since our materials are not super advanced at the moment. So I was thinking a bit of a, what was I thinking? A bit of an arch. That was my idea. Okay, everybody, this was the first episode of the Nomad playthrough. I hope you're enjoying something a little bit different from me. More adventure, more walking around, and maybe a little bit less building. And if you like this episode and would like to see more, I would really appreciate if you dropped me, "Hey Llama, I'm speaking," If you drop me a little subscribe or a little likey-do, that would mean the world to me. And as always, don't forget to stay hydrated. Bye-bye!